Israeli political leaders, army leaders, have also used a rhetoric that has many genocidal echoes. It talks about human animals, so that's a typical dehumanizing rhetoric that is typical of a pre-genocidal situation. It speaks about eradication, it speaks about flattening Gaza, it speaks about moving the population of Gaza out of it entirely, and so forth. It speaks about Hamas, but in a kind of confusing between whether it's talking about Hamas or about Gaza in general, by the sheer numbers of people, of civilians being killed by Israeli forces, that one could make a finding of war crimes. Can also be, I think, a possibility of speaking of crimes against humanity. I don't think it's reached the point of genocide, but what is troubling beyond the statements by many politicians, including the Prime Minister himself, is the fact that about 1 million Palestinians have been displaced from their homes in the northern part of the Gaza Strip and forced to move to the southern part, while a large proportion, it seems over half of the houses, have been destroyed. So that begins to look like ethnic cleansing under the cover of protecting their safety, because it's not clear whether they would be able to come back and what they would come back to. And this is leading to a humanitarian catastrophe in the southern part of Gaza. Winter is arriving there now, which means rains. And so the possibility of this becoming mass death, even much higher than it is now, is very much there. And one must put a stop to this before that happens.